The great Dennis Lillee in his book Back to the Mark wrote, I try to hit a batsman in the ribcage when I bowl a purposeful bouncer, and I want it to hurt so much that the batsman doesn't want to face me anymore. Well, the bouncer in cricket has always intimidated the batsman over the years, and nobody likes to face the hard, solid cherry approaching their head at a high speed. The bowlers, on the other hand, drops the ball short, not always with an intention of getting a wicket, but also to set the batsman up for a full-length delivery, or sometimes just to see how the batsman reacts. Since the beginning of international cricket in 1877, the rules of the game have changed accordingly to maintain a balance between batsmen and bowlers, and hence the number of short balls to be bowled in an over have also changed. So how has the change in rules impacted the batting average or the economy rate or the run scoring? A cricket buff might know that the Bodyline series in 1932 first made the bouncers the villain. Bodyline, also known as fast leg theory of bowling, was a cricketing tactic devised by the English cricket team for the 1932-33 Ashes tour of Australia, especially to combat the extraordinary batting skills of Australia's Don Bradman. Subsequently, the laws of the game were changed to prevent a recurrence. In the 70s and 80s, the fiery Caribbean pacers made bouncers lethal. Back then, there was no limit to the number of bouncers a bowling team could bowl. While the achievements of the West Indian team were celebrated, they did attract some criticism for their hostile and aggressive nature of their fast bowling. After 104 years of international cricket, for the first time in 1991, ICC restricted the number of bouncers in an over. India's test against Australia that began on 29 November 1999 at the Gabba was the first test with the rule only one bouncer per batsman per over permitted. India's Manoj Prabhakar was the first ever bowler to be called no ball for bowling lethal deliveries. With only one bouncer allowed in an over, the transition left the bowlers at a disadvantaged position. On 7 July 1994, the rules were changed to 2 bouncers per over. However, if a third bouncer was bowled, the bowling team was penalized 2 runs. 7 years later, on 26 May 2001, the rule was again tinkered with and only 1 bouncer was permitted per over with a penalty of 1 run on the second bouncer in an over. Once again, the bowlers felt let down but not to avail anything. It took another 11 years for the ICC to understand the plight of the quickmen, and then on 29 October 2012, the 2 bouncers per over rule was brought back. So far, we have seen the history of bouncers in cricket and how the rules have been changed. Let's now analyze the effect of these rules on the runs scored, as runs decide the results in the game. In the era without any limitation on bouncers, runs were scored at 2.64 runs per over. When the 1 bouncer per batsman per over rule was brought in, the run rate increased by 0.12 runs per over from 2.64 to 2.76. Interestingly, in the 7-year period from 1994 following the 2 bouncer rule, run rate increased to 2.85 runs per over. Given that the rotation of strike rate is very less in test cricket, 2 bouncers per over seemed excessive. From 2001 to 2012, the number of bouncers were again reduced to 1 and the run rate saw an increase by 0.41 from 2.85 to 3.26 runs per over. Reintroduction of the 2 bouncers rule in 2012 till date has seen a slight decrease in run rate to 3.21 runs per over. However, the averages of the batsmen had a more linear relation with the bouncer rule. With an increase in the number of bouncers, the batting average decreased, and vice versa, that is, with an decrease in the number of bouncers, the batting average increased. The trends seen in Test cricket were not quite evident in ODI cricket, as the luxury of ducking or swaying away the number of bouncers wasn't always an option in a limited overs format. In fact, batsmen took advantage of the short ball with a pull or hook shot. The introduction of only 1 bouncer per batsman did not have any impact on the economy rate in ODI cricket, whereas in the subsequent years, the scoring rate and the averages of the batsmen kept on increasing, showing no relation with the rule of bouncers. The restriction of number of bouncers permitted per over had an effect on the run rate in Test cricket, but not as much in ODI cricket. It also revealed the fact that run scoring in ODIs has been the highest in the last 8 years. This can be attributed to the advent of T20 cricket and the IPL. Bouncers have been and will be an integral part of a fast bowler's arsenal in the future too. They add a much needed balance to the modern game, which is tipped in the favor of the batsman.